Gamers, welcome back. We're going to be doing more Kingdom Come Deliverance tonight. Haven't played in a little while. I'm excited to get back into it. Let's see here. Why is my camera up so high? There. Much better. All right. Back at it again. I am very excited. Starting off where we left off with Henry and Co. into some trouble, ambushed, and now we're Godwin. Visiting to go find Henry. I'm really not super interested in playing as Godwin. I don't know if there's any like special interactions or anything, but I think what I'm pretty much just gonna do. What the fuck? Why is my game quality so bad?
I have to find those lads first.
Oh, is it not even gonna let me go anywhere? Yeah. No, it's not going to let me travel anywhere, I don't think. I'll always miss Godwin's old voice. This is so weird. Why is my game is like dropping frames? All right, let's talk to the people.
And you're supposed to believe there's justice in the world.
God be with you, lad. I need to ask you something.
Oh, Christ.
Cooper's in a bad way. He got shot. He needs to rest. What do you want from him?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bangs. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder.
I cannot get used to Godwin's new voice. He sounds almost like too noble.
All over. And then
I miss his old drunken
bastards
American
had nothing
voice.
to worry about. They took some captives.
So the ambush wasn't the end of it. What happened next?
Like Cooper says, them
It feels like a different
scoundrels brought some
character.
prisoners to the meadow beside the mill.
And that commander of theirs,
Henry, my son,
he had them hanged.
I hope to have another drink with you again sometime, my son.
All of them?
Aye. Every last one of them.
I'm looking for two friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, It was all a bit chaotic.
I don't know, his
that's true.
personality just seems different too. Like he seems way too serious. I don't know what, he honestly does feel kind of like a different character. It's like they wrote him to be like way more serious and stoic. Where in the last game, he was just he was so blasé about everything.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God, that's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Cooper, please? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
I feel like Godwin would do it, even though I'm pretty sure like you're not supposed to bless people if you're not actually a priest anymore. But whatever.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Here, take this and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my friends.
I hope
Ring.
we can go back to the mill soon, if it's not
Always
burnt
the
to the
common
ground.
folks that suffer the most. And you're supposed to believe there's justice in the world.
It was Satan himself, I keep saying it. You
Some
better watch out.
wayfarers.
That's my advice.
You don't see something like that every...
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
What do you know about the battle in the ravine?
Nobody knows what happened there. It's all just gossip and made-up bollocks. Take care, and consider
He's-
taking a bath.
That NPC, I'm pretty sure is one of the mill boys. Pretty confident. Let's get out of here. We got our marigold decoctions in me pouch. Let's go find our lads. I really, it sucks there's no fast travel, but I really want to, like, go to the nomad camp. And just see what they would have to say, like, interacting with a priest. Ooh, can I steal a horse? Surely they won't mind. Do I have a horse? I do not. Okay, I'm gonna restart. I feel like my game is like lagging. It's like dropping frames and I do not know why. So I'm just gonna reset my game here. All right. Hopefully that fixed it. Da, 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 da. Not much. Whatever. Hello. Oh, I do have a horse. Okay, very nice. Wonder if I can go to Zhelyov and see if anyone has, like, heard anything. To Zhelyov.
I have to find those lads first.
Fuck. Yeah, alright. It's just gonna fucking stonewall me from going anywhere. It's the same thing with, like, when you try to go outside the map boundaries. It just, like, slows your movement and is like, you can't go here.
Where will we find them? What do you think, Bibiana?
This is not open world! Alright. Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted because I feel like, obviously, Warhorse Studios wanted to make Godwin a greater inclusion in this game because he was a favorite from the last game. But it feels like they've changed his personality and, like, his whole demeanor a lot.
Left at the crossroads. Well, this must be that chapel. Now to the right, and down to the woods.
I'm gonna lower my graphics settings just for now. Because I do not know what the fuck is going on. Okay, that has made it slightly better. It might be because I'm doing the dual stream and that my computer is just not used to that at these high settings.
The tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover.
It's kind of interesting to see this side of Godwin, though, because we know he used to be a soldier. Or at least something to that effect.
Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. Keep my eyes peeled.
That's better. I turned all my stream previews off.
They rained arrows down at them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
Better tread carefully here. Let's put some fucking better armor on before I get my ass kicked. What? You can't change his clothes? What the fuck? Alright, boys.
What you want, you old fart? Sure you're not lost?
What are you up to here, fellas?
What's it to you? Do you want to end up like these ones here?
I think not. And you don't need to raise your voice. My hearing's fine. And I come in peace.
So you should. You don't look like you're up to much else.
What happened here? Do you have any idea?
Von Bergov's soldiers took a hammering. That's all you need to know. I don't care who did it or why. All I care about is there's lots of valuable things in all this carnage that will come in very handy.
Okay, so these guys are not related to the bandit camp. They're like independent bandits, that are just looting the battlefield.
I'm looking for two of my friends here. I heard they were fighting on von Bergov's side.
Then they're fucked!
You can't know that.
Are you blind, old man? Take a good look around. No one could survive a massacre like that.
Oh, don't mind me. I won't disturb you while you're working.
That sounds like a good idea. You mind your own business and we'll mind ours.
Deal.
Deal. Yeah, see, that feels like a Godwin interaction. He's smart. He knows when to not get involved. Jesus. Literally all of von Bergov's men were, like, eradicated in the ravine.
God almighty. Bless their souls.
Fucking carnage. We literally wandered right into a trap. Like, this is the perfect example of, like, old style, battle mechanics from medieval times being
And
outdone
they broke their
by,
way forward as well. They were trapped. The
being
man who planned this thinks like a true warrior.
being outdone by, like, dishonorable tactics, like blasting everybody with cannon fire and firearms. Yeah, so this is literally the exact path that we took during the battle. Henry, I'm coming, my boy.
In any case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. In any case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating.
Okay.
Looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
I mean, hey, maybe it's good for our side that von Bergov's men are on the ropes now? Kind of?
Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Eric.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Jesus.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened. And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is. Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest. Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric.
I still don't know what to make of this whole situation.
Will you take me to your captain?
Because it's like,
We'll see.
these guys supposedly were the ones who attacked
dead or alive.
our camp,
So first, I want to see them.
but they also
Right,
don't
fellas,
necessarily
we'll
seem
finish
like...
this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double.
Oh,
You!
fuck.
Aye, me. Unluckily for you, I changed my mind. We're not going to share with anyone.
What's this about? Do you know them?
I bumped into them in the forest. They were robbing the dead.
Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
Alright. Pause. Okay, so much has happened already, so much information. What I'm curious about is, like, it threw me for a loop when I saw that Jan Žižka, however you say it, who's on, like, the cover and is, like a famous, like, Czech, like, not like like folk hero, basically. Like a Czech legend, basically, who fought alongside the Hussites in the Hussite Wars as like a famous general. I'm very curious that he appears to be the leader of this like bandit camp, and the way that these guys, you know, carry themselves, they seem to be not just your everyday old bandits, they seem to be like a legitimate rebel force. But that also makes me think, like, you know, what is going to be like Henry and Hans, like and our lords, like what is our stake going to be in this? Is like Lord Hanush and Lord Radzig and Hans and Henry, like, are we going to end up siding with these like bandits because they're the rebels against von Bergov and against Sigismund, which eventually leads into them becoming like the revolutionary force of the Hussites, even though they're like pillaging and, well, we believe they're pillaging, but even though like he has like all this rabble and riffraff in his recruits, Mr. Žižka, Jan Žižka. It definitely makes me curious to see like where the story is going to go from. basically forced to be like, holy shit, we have to work with these guys, even though like they're the ones that attacked our camp. Because they're like on the side of like, I mean, now it's basically like, now that all of von Bergov's men are dead, a war is like guaranteed to break out now against the forces of Sigismund and the forces of von Bergov. So now it's basically like, well, as us being on the side of King Wenceslas, do we now have to side with these like rebels, like this bandit camp that attacked our entourage in the beginning of the game and killed a bunch of our friends? Like, that would definitely be an interesting story twist, which I actually like didn't see coming at all. I thought it was just going to be like, because if this was the first game, it would have literally been, we raid like the bandit camp, we take back Nabokov, and then that's it. Like, we just kill the bandits, we kill the leader, and we like get rid of them all. But now it seems like we might be teaming up with this rebel group, but we'll have to see.
I'll tear you a new asshole, you fucker!
Shit. You fucker!
Kick your asses! No chance! Fuck you! I got him! I like. I'll be done with you. Blood! Yeah, nicely done!
Yeah, like these guys are decked out in like proper armor and everything. Like this guy honestly almost looks like a noble if he wasn't covered in fucking blood.
Fuck, that was something. They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves.
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Ujits, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not going to dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves that. Not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it.
Alright, Eric, let's go see Mr. Jan. Jesus, we're gonna have a fucking brand new saltpeter pit here pretty soon.
So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word.
Who to? Who's looking for them?
Lord Hanush of Lipa, Lord Capen's guardian.
Hanush, you say?
Do you know him?
I know who he is, but I couldn't say we're friends. Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. He's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah! Yeah!
Go, horsey, go!
Go! Yeah!
The music. The like medieval flute.
Yeah! Quick!
The stables are over there!
Yeah, they got a lot of fucking
You're a
horses.
fine horseman as well.
Bibiana might look like any old nag, but there's more to her than meets the eye.
Bit like you. In any case, welcome to Nabokov. We'll leave the horses here. Not to worry, our boys will take good care of them.
A very nice fortress. How did you manage to take it?
In a moment, you can ask the captain yourself.
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon, and maybe I'll have the two little blighters with me.
Open the gate!
Alright, let's see what we can negotiate here.
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him. I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
Does this guy have a American accent?
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Does he have an American accent? Okay, so this guy serves Istvan. That would explain why he said, like, oh, like, I don't like Hanush, because Hanush and Istvan Toth are our enemies.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had
I
other
can't tell what his
ideas.
accent
I
is.
have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress. And they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything. But they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Pergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Pergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops.
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
They've got a mutual respect for each other now. They both fought in the wars.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
All right. More battle for me. I already like Jan just because he has a sick mustache. That's the only reason I need. He's a badass. He's a badass war general, and he's got a fucking sick ass mustache, and that's all I need. And his name is his name sounds cool.
Kill them to the left.
And his outfit is cool. All right, so now we are on the bandit side. Now we are defending Nevakov.
I still can't quite do that. You can't take me.
Oh shit.
Bring some flesh. Crush them. Take them. Damn it.
I'll be done with you in a
There's so many voices. Combat is so much punchier in this game compared to the last game.
No, you don't. Shitting blood, you this.
I might be old, but I'm not written off.
Fuck that. All the saints should see this, and you'll soon be meeting them.
He's dead. Don't spare him.
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
All can be solved with combat.
But what the hell was that all about?
Looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late.
Oh. Oh, it makes sense now. So Istvan Toth was undercover with von Bergov, and Istvan Toth...
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you.
And Istvan Toth was...
For you? Well...
undercover.
We'll see about you.
Inside the bandit camp. Fucking nasty piece of work. Oh shit. Henry revenge time.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt! You bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are? Where's my sword?
Who is this? Madman? Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
Well, you clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure he'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Zizka. Istvan Toth from the very first scene of the game. One of the very first cutscenes in the first game. He was there when our father was killed. Well, right before our father was killed. Bastard. Sigismund's bitch! I love Henry.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Sierramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
This guy is such a little fucking weasel. Listen to his voice.
Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone. Zizka will be pleased to hear it.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Burgau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there will be any discussion with the captain.
You're just trying to wriggle out of it.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord Capon.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
He is so... He's a good villain. He's so fucking smug and full of himself. He's such a little fucking weasel.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Burgov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't bay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
And in comes Eric, loyal servant of Sigismund.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
My sword!
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! You're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What just happened? Was that a flash forward or a flash back?
There'll be time when we meet again. What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
You just kicked our shit bucket. Well, one of them.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
Okay, so now my guess is Istvan Toth being a spy.
Those fuckers.
Istvan Toth being a spy might explain everything. Him being a spy for von Berghoff, because that means it was most likely Istvan Toth who attacked
You're writing
us.
to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Berghoff's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Berghoff and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus men.
Okay, so I think I have it all worked out now. So Istvan Toth, there's so many like allegiances and shit you have to figure out in this game. So we're here serving our lords, which are on the sides of the Lords of Lipa, which are in service, well, not in service, in fealty to King Wenceslas, who was imprisoned by Sigismund. So there's the war between the two kings for succession over Bohemia and the Holy Roman Empire from the last game. And then Sigismund von Berghof, the local lord of this region, is in league with Sigismund, who attacked Skalitz, our hometown, at the beginning of the game. Sigismund attacked, not von Berghof. And then we come across this place, this bandit camp with Jan Žižka. Turns out that Jan is actually in service to some brother of Jobst, the Margrave of whatever the fuck, who we also were sent here by. So we're kind of like basically serving the same interests. Jan Žižka, is a rebel who is fighting for King Wenceslas, even though he's using bandits and underhanded means to do it. But we are also fighting on the same side, just from like the nobility perspective. We are fighting on the side of King Wenceslas also, just under Wenceslas's own lords, not just under like Hussite rebels. So this is the beginnings here of like the Hussite rebellion. It's just like all these local like knights and bandits and random like villagers and stuff coming together and basically forming like rebellion camp. Lords. So we only end up serving von Berghof because we're trying to get on his good side and end the war, even though we're not in allegiance with von Berghof. We actually disagree with him completely, and we disagree with him serving Sigismund, but we had to like, you know, be on his good side to try and we were under the perspective that this was just a regular bandit camp, not that this was like rebels that were serving on the side of King Wenceslas. And it seems like what happened and like where my confusion came in initially was that it was like, well, if Žižka is a rebel and like a good guy, then like from our perspective, then how, like, why did he and his men like attack us when we were technically like on his side, like we were in service of the Lords of Lipa, which serves King Wenceslas. So Istvan Toth, who serves Sigismund, also from the last game, being like undercover, serving as a spy inside of the bandit camp, and Žižka not knowing that and lending Toth his forces, that would explain like why the bandit camp or the rebels attacked our guys at the beginning of the game, even though we were like kind of on their side, speaking from like an allegiance perspective. Toth basically like led them to attack us because we are Toth's enemy. Like Toth tricked an ally of ours into attacking us because it would benefit King Sigismund and von Berghof. So I think that's all wrapped up now. I'll quit yapping and we'll get back to the cutscene here. Now we have to explain ourselves out of this fucking mess of like how we got into this huge scrap of an adventure. Going from delivering a letter to serving the guy that we were supposed to not like, the guy that we're supposed to be against and parlaying with, and then fighting off like the rebels that were fighting against him, but technically like kind of on our side. We're kind of like the middleman here. We're not on the side of King Sigismund, but we're still serving like nobility. We're still like basically regular people as opposed to being like flat out rebels at this point. But maybe we will become rebels. Maybe Wenceslas, maybe like Radzig and Hanush and all those guys will align themselves with the rebel camps and the Hussites. That would be really, really curious to see. But I mean, Hanush is like a hardline old style Roman Catholic though, so I don't know if he would agree with the Hussites, but we'll have to see.
Von Berghof maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Žižka here attacked us first, and then von Berghof. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Berghof all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Žižka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade.
Fair enough.
So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
Yeah, so he's basically like, he's a mercenary and he's just forming a camp. He's like, hey, we'll take all comers. They'll take bandits or whoever the fuck. Whoever's willing to serve.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Not wrong. They're taking matters into their own hands because, like, our nobles are not really doing shit to oppose it. And we can see that with, I mean, we're kind of out of the loop. Like, Hanush and Radzig are a little bit out of the loop, but we're doing our best here. But, you know, you look at nobles like Semyon. Old Semyon was basically like, oh, like, why can't we, like, you know, like, things just aren't the way they used to be. Like, the nobles, like, we live on a scrap of land, don't have a pot to piss in, all this shit. And then his younger son or grandson or whoever the fuck, like, or yeah, his son is the one who has, like, the fiery, like, young temperament to be like, yeah, like, we need to wage fucking war right now against these traitors of the king. Whereas the older nobles are just content to be like, as long as I get to keep my estate, you know, then I don't care who's king.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men.
Oh, it was them.
They were good lads.
And you killed my men. No, some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Yeah, this isn't going to get us anywhere, like, arguing about this shit.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Fair enough. He's got standards, at least.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Fair enough. I like this guy. I knew I was going to like this guy as soon as I saw his fucking mustache. Who did you say the dabbler was? He's like, I've been out here fucking fighting a one-man war. I've been holding out.
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason, so no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
His stepfather? I don't know. That's a little... Your adoptive father. You could at least say that. Even though Radzig's his real father, you could just say... Could have said Radzig instead of father.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all
This story is so good. I'm so, like, enraptured in this.
Capon. Don't trust anyone.
Like, the story in the first game was good, but it was obviously more, like, side quest and open world focused. This game feels a little bit more story focused, and honestly, I'm here for it. Like, this story is really, engaging so far. They've really found a way to, like hook you into, like, all the twists and turns of the narrative and the changing alliances and battles and stuff. It's great for, like a history nerd like me. I love all the, like the politics of it and, like, the shifting alliances and stuff. The Warhorse has done a really, really good job with this story. Like, the script writers, like hats off to him. The story is way more, like, intriguing and intense than the last game's story was. It's very thrilling.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
How did Semine come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
What are we gonna do now?
The
We
Miller.
can't stay here.
Yes.
God knows what
I
plots
knew
those
the
fuckers
fucking
are
Miller
hatching
was
right
making
now.
weapons for
We should
them.
get ready to leave.
I knew he was making
Von
gunpowder
Berghoff
for
may have
them.
lost
I
lots of
fucking
men.
called
We
that.
won't take this
As
lying
soon as I
down.
found out he was making
Word will get out about his
gunpowder and
humiliation, and
firearms,
the League of Lords will come to his aid.
I instantly knew. I was like,
I don't
as
know
soon as I
yet.
heard that first
What
gunshot,
about that Yobst
I was
of
like,
yours?
he is
Should you send word to him? He's still somewhere
supplying
in
the
Brandenburg.
rebels.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start.
We got a merry fucking
Stay
band
focused
here,
on all the
boys.
pain.
Bunch of lads.
Sorry about your eye.
Lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
So are we actually going to go back to Ratai? That would be super cool to see the old region in this game.
Oh,
Oh, God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester.
I wonder if there's a,
I'll have to clean that out.
I wonder if there's an alternate, like not reality, but like an alternate route where you lose to him in the fight and his eye doesn't get injured. He takes a swig of it. Oh. Did he like push his eye back in? What the fuck did he do? Jesus.
Survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Bergov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
She's the wench that tried to lure us into the forest.
I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive until evening.
I don't know how to like explain how fucking excited I am for this shit. Like this story just got so interesting. Like we've completely switched sides. We're nowhere near like von Berghoff now. We're not like undercover messengers anymore. We are now fully in league with the rebel camp. We're going to be fighting against von Berghoff. His Chamberlain already died, that fucking prick. I'm so excited. Like, it's so cool that we like got like the whole first half of the game so far. We've gotten to know von Berghoff and his men and his side of the conflict. And now we're going to be fighting against them because they really built von Berghoff up to be like a cool villain for the story. I'm so excited. And now we've got all the lads here. Like, we've got our whole assemblage of colorful characters here. We got Henry, we got Hans, we got Istvan back in the story, we got Godwin, and we've got Jan Shishka. And Shishka is super fucking cool. Like I'm just super excited to see where this story's gonna go. Like it just got so much more interesting.
Now it's time to go.
Switching sides and adding all these extra characters to the cast. Speaking of, though, I am going to grab a drink. So be right back. All right. This is such a fun game. This might even be better than the first game. I mean, so far, and I'm pretty sure we're not even halfway done.
Those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
By the lesser evil, do you mean our new ally whose eye you almost put out?
I'd like to hear what you think of him.
I think deep down he's a good fella. It's just, well... he tends to overdo the whole notion of the end justifying the means.
And that's bad.
It's never good to accept death as a permanent part of your life. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason.
Never did I think
In
God
the end,
would be our
we're the
main
lucky
mentor.
ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Berghoff come with you to the battle in person?
He was expecting an important visitor. I just heard it was someone from Prague.
That doesn't help us at all. Prague is full of politicians and traitors. Well, it seems that has nothing to do with what happened here. We're here! Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for salvation.
Well, he is a priest. Still.
Lord, grant them eternal rest. Requiem aeternam bona eis
Alright, let me get changed here. There we go. Not that. I was gonna say the way he was talking reminded me of Eren Yeager. The ends justify the means kind of guy, even though he's fighting for a just cause and he's a good fella deep down. Well, what he thinks is a just cause. Jan Jessica is just buried in blood. Ends justify the means kind of guy. But he's a badass. But Goblin is right. Bury yourself in blood your whole life and it'll consume you. I learned that from Attack on Titan and Berserk. Two greatest stories ever. Ooh, yeesh. How long have I had that? Speaking of, am I hungry? Oh, I have no energy. Boiled wolf meat, delicious. I'm so wrapped up in this fucking story now. Like, this game is usually all about like open world, like RPG questing, but the story is so good in this game.
Lord, grant them eternal rest.
Let's take off my bow, actually, and put my crossbow on. Am I not carrying my sword? Still can't use the saber yet. Just click and drag, it's easier. There we go. Now we're a bit more kitted out for battle. I After quite a bit of arduous work. I like how you can see the difference. It's almost like Godwin is like the old mentor in the situation, and he's like, what do you call it? Like he's been through the battle and he like sees like where this all leads. That's why he has like the wise approach of being like, we need to bury the bodies, we need to respect the dead. You know, we need to not like relish in like this tragedy that has happened even though we were part of it. He's not like, he's battle hardened, but he's seen enough battle where he's like, he just knows how it goes and he's like sick of it. He knows that it's just nasty work. As much as I feel like the last game, I miss a bit of the goofiness from the last game. This game, I'm really appreciating how like actually serious it feels. With the war and the politics. All right, Father Godwin.
Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
Finger of God. Let me take off this jacket, actually. It's getting kind of destroyed. I actually like this jacket. We gotta look tough. Let's get our armor on here. We gotta look tough around the... on the castle boys. Around the bandit boys. I like looking a bit rougher wear sometimes. Oh, I forget that default walking speed is a lot slower in this game than the first game. Hey, Marigold. Oh, hello, chicken. Just spawned in there. Okay, so we are quite tired. Are we over encumbered as well? Henry. Put your clothes back on. Oh, put the toes away. Come on. We've got a lot of meat we don't need, honestly. And where is my dog at? Where's Mutt? What the fuck? He's just not part of the story right now? We're not in open world mode.
Come over here, Henry.
What's going on?
This'll interest you. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now, all right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
Is that gunpowder I smell here?
That's right. It's Schwarzpulver, or gunpowder. It may stink, but it's damn flammable.
And pretty explosive if you don't know how to use it, eh? How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful.
It'd be better if you tell me everything in detail.
A pistol is not all that complicated. It has a metal barrel in the front, and you hold it in the back. First, you load the powder in the barrel, then the ball, and you plug it up with a piece of cloth or parchment. Sheep's wool is also good, because it doesn't get wet, but then it's hard to clean the weapon after. As soon as it's loaded, you put the stock under your shoulder, and you light it with a wick. Just watch out for the recoil. You have to use a wide stance, otherwise it'll knock you on your ass.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
We'll see about that.
I'm excited to try. Henry shooting one of the first ever pistols ever made. Fuck yeah. We're right at the crux of history right here.
Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? Never. But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damage bronze bells filled with black powder can do.
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan.
Good. Let's try shooting.
Careful now. I don't want to
The
have
Battle
to go
of
looking for all
Kosovo.
your
So he
pieces.
must have been in like a
You look like
crusade.
you're all in one piece. So
Fighting
you'll
between
surely
the
be
Ottoman
best
Turks
teacher.
and
That's
the
true.
Holy Roman Empire.
So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
So let's get to it.
Hand cannon. Jesus Christ. It's literally a giant fucking barrel. OG firepower.
Ha! What an invention!
It's just a giant barrel full of gunpowder. Far cry from a musket. Jesus. No, that fucker gets hot. I'm surprised it doesn't blow the fucking targets away.
Ha! What an invention!
I'm curious what it's like shooting. It must still be shooting a pellet, right? One of those pellets the Miller was making. I still can't believe how, not to glaze myself too hard here, but I still can't believe how instantly fast I put together that the Miller was making, not only just making gunpowder, but making weapons and supplying them to the rebel Hussite forces. Like instantly, as soon as I saw those pellets fall out of that flour sack at the beginning at the mill, and as soon as I heard that gunshot in the woods, I just instantly in my brain was like, he's making weapons, like he's making guns. It's a little hard to aim. 22. What the fuck? Never used one before my ass. They had to do motion capture for all these fucking animations too. Jesus. Yeah. I'm fucking horrible.
Is a diabolical contraption. Holy balls! What a racket! And that stench! Ah!
Alright, the new voice is growing on me. He's still a goon.
It's got quite a kick, huh?
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot. From how many paces?
None. He was the one doing the shooting.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
This weapon has no future.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
I'd like to see that.
No
No,
problem.
you would not.
I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
What? Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you have to find some yourself.
And
enough.
if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the hay. You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
He's like our dad. Like, he really is like, he's like our master who's come to, or not master, but he's like our he's like our Uncle Iroh. He's come to like give us guidance and keep us out of trouble now that we're in a big fucking mess.
Do you know where I can sleep in the castle?
You'll find your bed in that tiny little hut, right past the gateway to the lower castle.
Ask about our honey, Teresa.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Rattay Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, Runt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
Well, like you said, she's a kind girl and quite pretty as well. I'd like to see her again when we get back to Sasau.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Our sweetie. Teresa.
Who's looking after the church while you're here?
Well, whoever it is, it's no concern of mine.
Wait, so you weren't kidding? You aren't a priest anymore?
I'm afraid not. That little evening escapade of ours, and your sermon in the church, didn't escape the bishop's attention.
Ah. Someone turned you in, eh?
Let's just say I've had a running dispute with our bailiff for quite some time now.
Not
And what
surprised.
happened didn't help my case.
I was curious if it was gonna
now?
be our escapade with him that got him
Maybe
relieved of
I should
church
earn a
duty.
living getting people out of trouble.
Why not? You're good at it.
But I'm too old for that now.
Ah, that's called experience, Godwin.
Because in the last game when you go drinking with him, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get excommunicated. Like, yep, it's gonna happen. He gets into such trouble with the bailiff. And it actually got me thinking because there's a DLC quest in the previous game that I just did for the first time where the Inquisition actually shows up to put Johanka on trial because Johanka is like, part of her quest is like she sees visions and she starts like preaching to the common folk and stuff. And as soon as the fucking church hears about that, they rock up like the popo and they're like, none of that. Like, you can't be preaching because you're not a priest. You can't be out here preaching heresy out here, heresy against the church, which is basically just any kind of rebellious thought against the church back in those times, like anything against the Roman Catholic Church, where you were like, oh, well, what if we didn't pay indulgences to pay for our sins? And what if we, and this was all leading up to like the Protestant Reformation, where like all these Christians and the Hussite Wars before the Protestant Reformation, like where they all rebelled against the Catholic Church because they all disagreed with like these corrupt practices that the church was doing. And the Inquisition comes and cracks down on Johanka and is like, you can't be out here fucking saying shit when you're not like an official with the church, because they control like the religious narrative in the country. So it got me curious of like, you know, since they didn't think to include it in like a DLC or something in the first game, like maybe in the second game we actually would see some kind of consequence for Henry going up to the sermon and giving and preaching about the same things that Jan Hus was saying, because Jan Hus in history was considered a heretic by the church. So going up, as soon as anyone in the church caught wind of that, oh, in Ushitz there was some random commoner preaching about the things Jan Hus was saying, the Inquisition would show up and the bishop would show up real fucking fast and be like, spreading heresy around here, I see. Spreading heresy. So it's probably a good thing we're not in Ushitz along with Godwin to get a fucking beating and get burned at the stake for preaching heresy, or otherwise just saying like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be able to pay to not to be cleansed of our sins and shit like that. And maybe the
It's coming up. There's a nice view from here.
I'll be right with you.
There's a beautiful view.
and maybe we shouldn't do all this other corrupt shit like dress whores and furs and all this shit.
Only an idiot would waste bandages on those highborn fuckers.
They're injured, just like our men.
This was the girl that tried to seduce us. What the fuck is Capon? What the fuck? Is he around here? Bruh. I'm still over encumbered? Oh, I got the pistol now. Holy fuck. It's worth its weight. Lead ball. Jesus, we're kitted out now.
Any good to Zhishka if they're dead, you numbskulls?
Stay out of this. We have our orders, Clara.
Are you completely stupid?
See what she's talking about.
I have to see how they're doing first. What if they bleed to death?
Who gives a fuck? If God wants them to...
Enough. What's going on here?
And what's it to you, eh?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners in the cellar.
Keep your nose out of this, mate.
Who are you talking about?
They brought in 2 noblemen who survived the massacre. They call one of them Littlehead.
Herman Littlehead.
Aye, that's him. He took a good thrashing, and these 2 won't let me treat him.
Shut your trap, and don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Those prisoners need treatment.
Of course. Sir Michael was right.
Exactly. He said you Trotsky folks are nothing but trouble.
First of all, I'm not from Trotsky. And second...
I don't want to treat them. They don't agree with me anyway, so...
Don't forget I beat your Captain Zizka in a fight. If you want to end up the same, I can go another round. Do you want to add to Clara's work?
Aye. Maybe you're right. Let the captain deal with them himself.
True. Why should we waste our time with some lordly shit? Let's go, Jakey. We've got more important things to do.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. It's me, sorry. I need to go fucking wash off. Been covered in blood and shit and piss for the past fucking day.
Hey, Henry, come up here.
Hang on, I need to wash.
I'm sorry.
Mikesh. Don't we know this guy? This is the guy that came and tried to attack us at the fucking... Bojena's, isn't it?
Wait, I know you. You tried to kill me, didn't you?
Look at me. I'm not exactly in the mood to explain things to you right now.
That's hilarious. So if you don't fucking kill him, then he actually turns up here.
Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners. Those poor souls are in rough shape.
I just stood up for my friends. Besides, I would have missed Herman's jokes.
But our people will think you're a traitor.
I would have been more of a traitor if I'd left those 2 to their fate. By the way, thanks for taking care of them, Clara.
It's not like I had much of a choice. I wasn't going to let them suffer.
I don't know who fucking... I don't know who Herman is. Should I remember him?
Well, life is just a struggle. There's not much we can do about that. But Herman is tough as old boots.
You men. Can't you resolve anything without resorting to violence?
I only fight when I have to. And each time, I can only wish to have nearby some girl with healing hands to put me back together after.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Sorry, but I have too much work to do. We can talk later.
Henry the Flirt. Henry's got fucking Riz in this game. Yeah, I don't care about helping. Let's go talk to Hans.
Hey, Henry, come up here.
I'll be right with you.
There's a beautiful view of the sunset from here, and the only thing I want now is for it to set, and for this fucking day to be over. Come and have a...
It was a hard bloody day today, eh?
I swear, I don't know how many more times we're gonna have to change sides before luck smiles on us.
Look on the bright side. We survived. And that's the main thing, right? I hear we're going back to Ratai tomorrow.
Great. I'll be glad to see the back of Trotsky and fucking von Berghoff once and for all. Though I'd rest easier if he was dead. I was humiliated, ambushed, wounded, and nearly hanged, all because of him. Just because I was trying to do the responsible thing.
You did what you could. It's just that circumstances turned against us.
Exactly. Thank you, Henry. Even Hanush will have to admit our mission couldn't have succeeded under the circumstances. Either way, I'll never forget this little trip of ours.
Same here. Al dente's fortuna jivat.
Ha ha ha! Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
now it's all over.
No,
So,
it's
what do you
not.
say to...
We're not going back to fucking Ratai anymore.
Anything to bet with, my lord?
We're not
Don't
going
worry
back to
about
Ratai
me.
anymore. As soon
about
as he
you?
said, well, it's all over now, that means it's not over. We started the fucking war. We literally started the war.
Thanks for your concern, but I still have a few groschen.
Maybe not for long. Enough talk. Let's let the wings of our Fortuna carry us away. I'm really surprised you challenged me. I don't like to lose.
Right, hands. Beat that, bitch.
Damn it. They're yours, lad.
Thank you, my son. I'll never forget the old Godwin voice actor though. Truly a legend. Everybody knows I'm the only one in this town who can read. I can't do 4. Well, again.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Good enough. Wonder if they redid any of these dice playing animations or if they just reused the ones from the last game. They look pretty similar to the ones from the last game. The dice rolling animation.
Oh, no, not good.
I'll go again.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Shit.
Here. That's enough. Your turn.
Thank you, sir. No 2. Oh, fuck yeah. I win.
Mother of God's holy britches. How come I always lose so disgracefully?
Because I cheat disgracefully? No. Because you play so deplorably?
Oh, right, that's it. All the blame is on my head again. Come one, come all. Lord Capon of Perkstein is on trial again. It's been quite a while since I was last on the gallows.
And you drew quite a crowd last time, eh?
Oh my god. Oh, what a disgrace that was.
Well, it's one way of catching attention, though.
I'd rather catch the attention of a local wench. Aye. Wine, women, and song. All our problems began the day I abandoned that simple philosophy of life.
Oh, so no more talk of politics, responsibility, and the calling of the nobility?
Indeed. But I might just have learned something after all.
And can I hear this great revelation of yours?
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day. And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And also, things always look better in the morning.
Amen.
The sooner I lie down, the better chance there is of nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.
Very nice. You know what? Let's put our fucking coat back on. It looks cool. Okay. Yeah, let's take a nap. Let's take a little snoozy here. What have I got for quests here? Load supplies. Go to sleep in the cabin. Okay, let's go load supplies, I suppose.
What?
Surely there will be some kind of negative consequence if we fail to load supplies, so. Fucking Mikesh. How do I get out of here? Not a very big castle. Or fort even, honestly. Nice little stable.
Michael sent me here to help you load the cart.
What? But I don't need any help from you, servant. You lot killed many of our good men this morning. I feel like punching your teeth in.
I don't want any more trouble. I helped bury your dead, and there's nothing more I can do for them, unfortunately.
Really? I saw you go into the forest with that new priest.
His name's Godwin. He's one of us, from Sasau. He prayed for the souls of your men.
Well, that's good. It would be hard to get any other priest here. This way they at least had a proper burial.
Aye. Godwin takes that very seriously.
Well, take the sacks next to the cart and throw them up. Let's get this over with.
The finger of God. How many fucking carrying sacks missions is there gonna be in this game? True medieval peasant sim. Okay, how many fucking... Okay, last one. I was like, how many we doing here? Well, he's sitting on his ass.
I tell you, man, you certainly are a hard worker. Let's forget all that shit from before, huh? It's all good. What do you say?
All right. I was happy to help, but you owe me one.
Of course. If you ever need anything, let me know.
Nice. Alright, let's head to bed. And then get the fuck out of here and back to Ratai before we get stomped by von Berghoff.
What's the matter, blacksmith?
What's it to you? What does a noble's lapdog know about hard work, eh? Yeah, maybe next.
Are you the local blacksmith?
What do you want from me? We didn't herd sheep together, so bugger off.
Look, no offense, but I don't want to fight you.
I don't give a fuck what you want, you noble piece of shit. My brother didn't deserve that.
Wait, what happened to Steer? Don't tell me he died in that ravine too.
Bloody hell. Did you know him?
The last time I was here, he spoke fondly of you. He was a blacksmith, like me.
Aye. He knew his way around a smithy. Unlike me. Wait, you're a blacksmith?
Aye. My father was a blacksmith.
Ours only drank, and then he drowned. But look, if you're a blacksmith and our ally now too, I reckon you could give me a hand with something. What do you say?
All right.
What's the matter, Bull?
Apart from having a
Bull
barrel
and
full
steer.
of scrap here that's supposed to
That's
be
funny.
repaired by tomorrow, there's absolutely fuck all going on.
As a blacksmith myself, I don't envy you at all.
Well, you came at just the right time then. I could use a hand here. There's a pile of iron in that barrel over there that needs fixing up before we leave.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
You'll really help me? Great! The lads would be bloody delighted if you fixed up their weapons.
All right. Ooh, I can remake the Hermit's sword. I didn't even think about that. I'd have to go steal the sword back. So, what does it want me to make? The broken iron junk tossed in the barrel. Ooh. How do I repair? Do I have a repair kit? Ah, here we go. With the grain. Good as new. This animation works a lot fucking better than in the first game. This is buggy as shit in the first game. Especially with like the angling of the mouse. Oh, nice. My sword could use some sharpening too, honestly. Very nice. Nice. And then the bearded axe. Nice.
That's one sharp blade.
Fucking yeah. Woo!
I repaired those broken weapons.
Bloody hell. That would have taken me a week. Actually, I reckon I couldn't even do it in a year. Oh, my hands just ain't no good for it. All they're good for is bashing people's skulls in. What about you? Do you like fighting?
My hands prefer foraging over killing. Here you go, Bull.
Bloody hell. Thanks, mate. If you ever need anything, just let me know. And this is for you. I hope it comes in handy.
We got some arrows. Nice. Ooh, scatter shot. Like a fucking shotgun blast. Yeesh. Alright, let's get Clara to... Let's help out Clara.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Like what? Can you even do anything other than wave that stupid piece of steel around?
I'm sorry, Clara. I'm just trying to make myself useful.
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't survive the night without help. I hope you can do something for them.
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my fair share of serious injuries.
In that case, thank God you're here. I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a round visiting the injured. In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men there who need to be treated.
What are their names?
Mark, Zverk, and that poor Godsleek. You'll find medicine and bandages in the chest in my
Zverk.
cabin. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you. See you later.
All right, let's go make our rounds. Let's get everybody all happy, so they don't fucking hate us. We're over encumbered again. I'm dropping all this shit. Jesus. Where's Gosleek? Oi. This isn't really a castle, it's more like a fenced-in area. This is a cool little dugout.
I came to treat you.
What the fuck?
What hurts, Zverk?
I don't think that was what's supposed to happen.
My right leg hurts like hell.
Jeez.
Let me take a look at your wounds.
Just be careful, all right? I'm aching all over.
Those survival
No worries,
points,
my friend.
perk points I
I'll
took
just
in the
take a
beginning of the
peek.
game are fucking coming in clutch.
Aye, yes. You've got a bruise on your chest and some dried blood.
Oh. Well, that doesn't sound so bad, does it?
No, but you also have a pretty swollen ankle.
And what can we do about that?
I don't know yet. I'll have to take a closer look at it first. I'll take a look at your foot. It's quite swollen.
How bad is it?
Nothing too serious. You just sprained your ankle. If we bandage it up nice and tight, you should be on your feet by tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Let me have a look at your chest. Your ribs aren't just bruised. You've got a gash as well.
And what about it?
It's not too serious. I'll just have to clean the wound before bandaging it. Otherwise, you could get an ugly infection.
We're putting to work all that we learned from it's so funny seeing this like happen in this game, like that I just happen to take all these survivalist like perk points because in my previous, like my current playthrough I should say, of the previous game, because once I started playing this game I was like, oh, I barely remember the first game, let me do like a replay of it in my own time. I started playing it again, and I spent a lot of time doing side quests with the Ratai Executioner, who is like, you know, an expert in like correcting like bone fractures and treating wounds and dressing wounds and stuff like that. And I also did all of the Johanka side quest from the DLC, and so my Henry in that game learned a ton about like treating the wounded and stuff like that, because like half of that quest is just like brewing potions and creating treatments for all the people in the infirmary there in Sasau. So it's so funny to see, like, it's almost like that is carrying over to my playthrough in this game, like coincidentally, where I just happen to have like all these survivalist perk points that are carrying over of like, ah, yes, I've treated many a wound in my day.
I could give you some sort of potion.
You know potions too, do you?
But not even a chamomile potion can fix everything. I'll have to treat you as well.
I'd appreciate it, lad.
Alright. I think I know what's wrong with you, Zverk. Your ankle just needs to be bound. But I'll also have to clean, stitch up, and bandage that wound on your chest. A buck's blood potion would do you good. Or at least some chamomile for your ankle.
Aye. It sounds like I just might pull through. But a drink would really hit the spot. I'm thirsty as hell. Could you get me something?
Let's get to it. I'm gonna treat you.
Alright. Do what you have to. Just make it quick.
Oh my god, this is so much. This is so much. We're literally like a fucking physician here.
I'll clean that wound on your side, otherwise it'll fester.
Is it that bad?
Aye. Gangrene is pretty bad.
Oh, what the fuck am I supposed to clean it with? Just clean it with schnapps, I guess. Hot wine and bandages.
This is gonna sting a bit.
Just clean it with alcohol.
Fucking hell, that burns.
The main thing is that it does what it's supposed to. I'll bind that ankle of yours and bandage your chest. There. I'll wrap it up like this and tie it up here.
Ah, Sakura. Well then, is that it?
All done. Now just don't make any sudden movements, Zverk.
Thanks. It seems to be holding well.
Well, that's the dressing done. Now for the rest.
Dude, our Henry is a genius. He knows fucking everything. He can read. He can fucking... He's like a Renaissance man. He can read. He can fucking fight with a sword. He's super good at combat. He can shoot a bow, shoot a crossbow. He can play dice. He can fucking preach. He can fucking brew potions. He can dress wounds. He can bandage you. And he's good at drinking. Like, what isn't our Henry fucking good at?
I'll rub some of this decoction on your ankle.
You think that will help?
I got a painkiller. That'll work, I guess.
This should help the swelling go down.
Oh, it feels better already.
I'll give you something to drink.
About fucking time. Some wine would be nice. Or at least some ale.
Do I have ale? I don't have ale. I got plenty of wine, though.
Here's something to drink.
That's more like it. Thanks.
All right. That's all's work. I treated your wounds. The best thing you can do now is get some sleep.
Christ, you really are a good healer. I feel better already. Really. Thanks a lot.
Well, that was fun. We're actually, like, treating all these guys that we injured. We're actually, like, making up for our mistakes. Treating all these dudes. I do need to get fucking medicine from somewhere. I don't remember where she said. Before I don't have the right stuff.
At least somebody fell asleep. You may not be dead, but you don't look all that great either, Kozlik.
Survivalist!
Alright, let's take a look at you. Christ, I have to change that stinking bandage on your leg. And there's likely something wrong with your head, too. This isn't good. I'll take a look at your head. Oh, that blood in your hair isn't yours. But you've got quite a fever.
Stomach.
I should take a look at his belly, too. Nothing serious. Just a few bruises. It doesn't look like he'd have any internal injuries.
Alright.
Let's take a look at that wounded leg of yours. Oh, bloody hell. That bandage stinks. I'll have to treat it properly. Maybe some kind of potion would help. Aqua Vitalis or an antidote could help him. But I still have to treat him.
Do I have Aqua Vitalis? I do have Aqua Vitalis.
Get some sleep. I'll just have a look at you. All right. I think I know what I need. I'll clean and dress your wound, but I'll have to cauterize it, or else the gangrene will kill you. Maybe it's for the best that you're sleeping. At least you hold still. Let's have a look at you.
Imagine you're fucking asleep and then you get cauterized. I'll clean his wound first.
It's full of pus. There's just one thing for this. Some good spirits. All right, I'll clean it with spirits. The best way to cauterize the wound is with gunpowder. I'll just pour a little right on the wound. And now to light it. Oh, Christ. Ugh, what a stench. Damned fever. Didn't even wake up. The poor bloke's at death's door. At any rate, the wound's cauterized. It won't be festering now.
We're a fucking doctor over here. This is fun, actually. I really like that I took all these survival points.
I have to change his bandage. I'll just tighten it a little here. There we are. Tear it off, tie it up, and we're done. That looks good. And that takes care of the bandaging. I could use a potion for that fever.
I thought I was going to give him an Aqua Vitalis. Whatever.
Alright, this should help. I'll lift his head up a little so he doesn't choke.
We're really using that experience we got treating people at the infirmary with Johanka.
Back asleep. Oh well, what can you do? Well, that's that. I'll try something else.
Okay, that's it.
That's that. I did all I can do. That won't fester anymore. And I reckon his fever will break soon enough. You'll soon be better, God willing.
Sucker! Damn it!
Does anything hurt, Mark?
I'm all right. I just have a headache. I always walk away on my own 2 feet.
You're talking bollocks. Let me take a look at your wounds.
I'm just really tired. I need some sleep. Leave me alone and go and treat someone else.
You threw up and you got a bloody wound on your left leg, and you're talking nonsense. I'll take a look at your head. It could be a concussion.
Oh, come on, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired.
Sure.
Is there a cut under all that blood on your head? You've got a cut and some bruising. You took a hard hit to the head, didn't you?
What do I know? It was one hit after another.
It's funny that you can't get, like, concussed in the first game.
Together.
Be funny. I mean, you can bleed and then you have to bandage up your head, but... maybe that's where we learned all of our bandaging skill from, just getting the fucking shit kicked out of us 100 times.
I see you've got a cut on your leg.
Would make sense.
Aye, but that's nothing.
It could get infected. It'll have to be treated. Maybe a strong elixir would do the trick.
Is that really necessary?
Even a healing potion isn't a cure-all. I'll still have to treat you properly.
Come on, I'm fine. Don't waste your time on me.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. I reckon I know what's wrong with you, Mark. I'll clean and bandage your wounds, but most importantly, don't fall asleep, Mark. You've got a head injury.
Ah, come on, don't be silly. I'm perfectly fine. I'll just take a little nap and I'll be right as rain.
I'll try to treat you.
You sure about that?
I'll clean that wound for you.
More schnapps.
This'll sting a bit.
Christ.
Good. That's that. I'm gonna dress your wound. I'll just wrap it around here and tie it up here.
Sakra. Be careful.
Finished. It's as good as it'll get.
Not even worth mentioning.
I could use some sort of potion.
I mean, I could give him a marigold, I guess, but what the fuck else do I
This'll put you back
have?
on your feet. Guaranteed.
I'm fine, really.
Should I give him liquor? I feel like the liquor's gonna make him fall asleep. I'm not giving him
I
liquor.
reckon we're done here. I treated you the best I could.
Aye. So you did.
I cleaned and dressed your wounds, but you have a concussion.
I know. I could really use some shut-eye, but I don't have any shoes. Sorry.
You're spouting nonsense, but that's the concussion talking. Hopefully it'll wear off soon.
Could use some shut-eye, but I don't have any shoes. What the fuck does that mean? Alright, Clara. You good, mate? Wounds have been treated by Dr. Henry. PhD. MD.
I tried to treat all the wounded.
What do you mean you tried?
It wasn't easy, but I managed to treat all the wounded. I hope they'll be alright.
Great. The rest is in God's hands. There's nothing more we can do. Thanks, Henry. I'll go and have a look at the wounded later. Now you should take care of yourself. Here, this might come in handy.
Savior schnapps?
Thanks. But I'll only take it if you don't need it.
I've got what I need. This was left over.
Are you finished for today?
Work like this is never finished. But you have to know when enough is enough. Otherwise it'll drive you mad.
It's tough seeing people you know and care about in such a state.
You can't let it get to you. Neither the good or the bad. If you don't think about who's lying in front of you, you can focus better on what you need to do.
So isn't there anyone here who you really care about?
No. That is, not anymore. But enough of all that. I'd like to think about something else.
No, I'm not cheating on my girl Teresa.
No, you're right. It's been a long day.
It's bedtime.
For all of us.
No more wooing.
And no one knows what tomorrow will
No
bring.
more flirtation, Henry.
Good night then, Henry.
Even though you have a Chad face. No more flirtations. Henry, keep those wiles under control. Alright. To sleep. In the cabin. Oh, I ran past it. We'll sleep, get a good night's rest, and then duck out of here. Come daytime. The night is darkest before the dawn. Wake up! Get up! What the fuck? Oh, Henry.
No! Ma! Ah!
I am here, lad. And I'm coming for you.
Oh my god, is there a fucking fight already? We slept in! Henry, we overslept! We overslept, we missed the battle. They're invading.
Quickly barricade the gate! Hurry! Load up everything you get your hands on. Stones to the wall. All weapons to the gate.
Clara, what in the hell?
shit. Why didn't we leave earlier? Von Bergov's entire army is here.
What the hell is going on?
A bit of a rude awakening.
Nobody woke me up. Oh, fuck.
Who are they? And where the fuck did they come from?
From the tower crest on their banners, looks like the Prague militia.
Good morning, Captain! Please forgive my abrupt departure without saying goodbye yesterday.
What do you want?
Lord Nebak here would like his castle back. My liege, Sir Otto, wants your head. And I have an account to settle with a certain bastard of Radzig's.
Lord Berghoff! Since when did the Chamberlain of our land ally himself with such filth?
Ever since Jobst and Wenceslas started allying with filth like you, Zizka. Sir Istvan Tod is a master of your craft. He harassed Wenceslas' allies, just as you did King Sigismund's. He did a good job in Zassau, and he would have done so here too, were it not for Hanush's pair of buffoons.
That smug little fucker was in his service the whole time.
But I have to admit, Captain Zizka, that you've been a
I mean, we
much
knew
bigger
he was
thorn
on
in our
Sigismund's side the
backsides
whole
than
fucking
we cared
time.
for.
He was just
Fortunately,
playing it,
my
brokering
friend
peace.
Marquardt just happened to be passing, so now your tricks won't help you anymore.
The executioner awaits you, Captain. But if you're sensible, we'll spare your companions. Surrender!
Is there any way to sneak out of here?
Even if there were, they wouldn't get far.
No. And I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Lord von Berghoff! Sir Markwart! Lord Nebak! And you! You treacherous shit! Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
He likes that. Zizka's like, oh, I like this kid. The whole fucking league is here. The whole fucking league
I'm
of,
afraid your castle will be needing some repairs.
the whole fucking league of traitors is here. All these lords in league with Sigismund. To battle! Well, see, I knew we had to ally with the cool guy. The cool guy with the cool mustache.
It'll start soon enough.
Aye. The waiting is the worst of it.
Let's not get on our knees just yet. If we hold out, they'll parley.
We have a chance. Not a big one, but a chance.
Michael, you deal with the shooters. The tower must not fall.
Don't worry. We'll hold it. God be with you, fellas.
I'll be on the gate, but if they storm us, we'll definitely need help.
All right. I need everyone else on the battlements. So I don't forget, Henry. Mikesh said he and Kozlik would like to repay their debt to you. So tell me where to put them.
They can be back up at the gate.
As you wish.
God hear our prayer and kick their St. Clement's arse today.
So, to the task, my friends.
Holy shit, are we gonna have this whole fucking battle right now? There's like fucking, like 200 of them! This is a small army. At this point, we're literally rebelling against the government. Holy shit! Okay, I need to get my sword out. Fuck off. Is it gonna let me get my shield? You fucker. Okay, so... Fuck it.
Now you're mine, you bastard! Go to hell! Exemplum nonsense! Shoot those ones carrying the ladders!
Useless!
Hey, Henry! Find a halberd somewhere and knock those ladders down!
Who's happy?
Repel the
If
ladders!
aperietto
To the
vobis!
car!
St. fucking Crispin.
Bring halberds here to push back the ladders! Quick! Nihil gratuito! Fucker! Henry! Those ladders!
Actually, I need a scatter shot is what I need. Alright, where the fuck are the ladders?
Keep going! Don't stop! Hurry! Hurry! Charge! Knock those damn ladders down! Hurry! Those ladders!
Yeah! Don't spare him!
Get fucked!
Slice him up! It's not any go! You can't get away from me! I'll hack you to ribbons!
Ha! Right on the arm!
Why can't I knock this down?
Can't see him!
Get out.
You got him!
Oh, I need a halberd. Fuck. Die, bitch.
On me! I'm gonna shoot you! Bleeding like a stuck pig! Now you're mine, you bastard! I'm gonna
Get out the
shoot
way! Halberd.
Next one will be in your face! Bastard! I'll shoot!
Alright, there goes one.
Yeah!
What's going on?
Useless!
Back from the gate!
But how?
Rocks!
Good!
Rocks there! Yeah! Don't spare it!
That one hit the mark.
Slice him up!
Come on, Froggy!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Scatter shot, bitch!
What now, fucker? Slice him up!
Die, you wretch!
Alright.
Yeah! Don't spare him!
Alright, let me get my crossbow out.
I told you he had two left hands.
I'll hack you to ribbons!
Watch out, I can't get a shot in.
feel like I'm failing horribly.
They're retreating! They're retreating!
Move, bitch!
You got him! Nice hit! That'll work on me!
It will. What now, fucker? Mercy your servant! You choose! Slice him up!
Guide us
Oh,
all.
you can't get away from me!
No.
Where is Zizka? Mate.
It's bad.
What's wrong? We defended the gate, didn't we?
Aye, and we're holding the battlements on the tower. But they got into the lower castle. Our boys are getting hammered. We've got to get to their aid, right now!
I understand. I'll go with you.
Wanker!
You fucker. Get out of my face. Bitch.
Now you're mine, you bastard! I'm gonna shoot your toe out for six. I got it. Right. Pray, you bastard!
Undefeated.
Right. That must hurt. You got it.
Dude, we're so fucking strong. It's actually ridiculous. It's nice that the
They got what
combat
they
actually
wanted.
fucking works in these big groups.
We did it, hey?
Ah, I hope so. But unfortunately, it isn't over yet. Something's happening up top. We have to go back quickly.
Oh, Sakura. When will this be over, Zizka?
As soon as we kick their asses!
Amen, brother.
Next one will be in your face. Pray, you bastard. Good take that. Then. I'll sort you out. Fuck you. Hey, get him.
No, you don't.
You caught him out sweetly. You can't get away from me.
There's life to this old dog yet.
Hey! Come and help me with the job!
Holy shit. One-man army. We're literally fighting the fucking government.
Got to fall back.
Like, we're basically fighting the
Everyone back to
police,
the tower.
and we're
Now.
fighting the army of Prague, because Prague is the seat of the Bohemian throne,
There's more coming.
and Prague is also controlled by Sigismund, so we're basically rebelling against the sitting king and fighting the army. Wenceslas has lost favor, and so now we're the rebels, and we're basically fighting against the sitting government. Holy fuck. Well, now we're stuck.
Fuck!
We're done for. Bollocks. They won't get into the tower easily. They'll parley, you'll see.
Is that Sigismund?
Everyone, away from the tower!
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What the fuck is that?
Is that a fucking cannon? It's a cannon.
Pater Noster, Kies and Keyless.
It's over. First cannon fired in Bohemian soil. First cannon in history.
e nos dimittimus debitoribus nostris.
Everyone away from the wall.
Et ne nos inducas in tentationem.
But deliver us from evil.
Hans, you were right in front of the wall. Holy shit. Okay, so we weren't the only ones with gunpowder on our hands. Hans. Don't tell me Godwin's dead. Don't tell me Godwin is dead. I will cry. I will actually lose it. Holy shit. Ancient cannon.
I told you we should have made a run for it.
Aye. We should have taken off. At least then we wouldn't have to listen to your blathering.
Well, the last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna do that again.
Well, that's just what I'm afraid of, Henry. Honor's a splendid thing. You won't be much use to anyone as a corpse.
The great thing about corpses is that they keep their mouths shut. They're not dead yet.
I already love this guy.
If it hadn't been for that diabolical invention, we'd have stood a chance.
Show some respect, priest. Sir Otto christened this little beauty himself. He named it Finger of God. Whoever it points at, poof!
Stop! Halt! Pull up!
A little weasel.
What is it, sir?
We part ways here, Istvan. I need someone to keep watch on Trotsky while I'm with the king. Take the captives with you, and get what you can out of them. We need to know what the Jobst and the Leipa lords are plotting.
With the greatest pleasure, sir.
Don't spare them. And when they sing, send me a message with what you found out. But the young lord of Bjergstein will be coming along with me. He's too valuable a commodity. He'll come in handy as a hostage, if Hanush tries any tricks. And here are the orders from King Sigismund, so you know what to question them about, and where to find us. And I'm counting on you to keep my castle in one piece until I return.
Rest assured, my lord.
Good. Forwards!
Now that his old chamberlain is dead. Jesus.
Listen to him, Ernest.
That
Like
was a fucking
child of
cut.
the night. Beautiful music, isn't it?
Go to hell!
But now the fun's over. I don't have all night to deal with you. I have 2 more guests to attend to, and I want to get some sleep.
Sleep sweetly while you can.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. I've had a couple of hard, nerve-wracking days, but in the end,
You know,
everything went
looking back, it's a really fucking good thing we didn't sell out the Semines.
before bedtime.
There are like our one ally in this region that's still left. And we didn't
Literally.
deal a massive blow to the rebellion by making them have to
It'll be your
leave
turn soon.
and go into hiding.
You rot in hell.
You
think people like me are afraid of hell? The powerful lords invoke hell to keep simpletons like you in line. God doesn't give a shit about me. And the feeling's mutual. What's the penance for such blasphemy, priest? How many are fathers and all that shit, eh?
Your penance will be to drown in shit.
You're quite witty for a priest. I like you. But now back to work.
They got the perfect voice actor for him. He's so weaselly and snivelly.
Came round too.
Sniveling little shit.
As soon as we're done with the captain
I like you, where's
turn
up?
our attention to him.
Like, just the way his nasally ass voice.
It's time to start singing, Captain. Where are Jobst of Luxembourg and Jan of Liechtenstein?
Why do you think I've got anything to do with that fucking traitor?
Turncoat? Now, don't tell me there are disputes in King Wenceslas's camp. That would sadden me. But I'm afraid Jobst's latest treachery was directed at King Sigismund. And that's why I'm asking you. Where is he?
Kiss my ass.
It seems you don't value your life. To be fair, though, if I were in your shoes, I'd probably want it to be all over quickly, too. So we'll see how your new best friend Henry is doing.
I'll kill you. And your Eric will have to watch. And as soon as I'm finished with you, I'll gut him as well.
I'll pretend you never said that.
He's so evil.
Now you have one last chance. I'll repeat the question.
The way he
This
laughs.
is the last time I ask
He's so evil.
Jobst and Liechtenstein. Where are they? What were they doing in Ratai?
I don't know anything about those two. Really?
Don't take me for a fool, boy.
I don't. But you're not what you're pretending to be either. I keep thinking, why is he doing it? What's behind it? You pretend to be cruel, but you take good care of Eric. Someone must have really hurt you. Am I right?
Hear that? He's concerned about other people's souls while he's being tortured. That's a first for me. Listen, you bastard. Stop talking shit and answer my questions.
The reason I'm interested is it might come in handy when I'm torturing Eric.
You're only making things worse for yourself. Let's try this again. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? Why did they meet with Razig? What do they have planned?
I don't know anything. So you can put an end to this now and save yourself the effort.
You think you can wriggle out of this so easily and that I'll kill you without getting what I want? Even if it's just a bit of pleasure? No.
No. They're not doing a really good job torturing us.
I don't understand why you're trying to play the hero. On account of your cronies here? The captain already told me plenty, and the priest here is shaking like a leaf. He won't last long.
I told you nothing, you whoreson!
You told me more than you think. And you ought to get some rest. So, Jobst and that other bastard, Liechtenstein. Where are they? What are they doing? What was discussed in Ratai?
How many fucking times is he gonna ask this shit?
Alright. I'll tell you what I know about them.
At last! Not hard, is it? Go on then.
Jobst has a Groschen-shaped birthmark on his backside and secretly does embroidery in the evenings.
Oh god.
And Liechtenstein, He's into bawdy poetry and likes to have girls beat him with a cane.
You think you'll throw me off with your little joke?
Okay, I'm kind of glad I
true.
failed that. That was pretty funny.
And I just recalled another thing. I know who fucked Eric in the stable yesterday.
Shut him up!
Ah!
Yeah, I'm not going to convince a noble with speech or reading.
Well, had enough at last? Can we start being serious finally? Is it worth suffering like this to protect that traitor and turncoat Jobst? Do you think letting yourself be killed will do any good? This is not your war! Now listen up. If you tell me what I want to know, I'll stop. And I'll get von Bergau to demand a ransom for you from Radzik. Then you'll be able to go back to that shithole of yours.
My shithole. My native shithole was burnt to the ground because of Sigismund, who you serve, you mangy cur. So you can shove your ransom up your arse.
Oh god. Gonna peel my flesh off.
Ah! Fuck! Ah!
This is the last time I'll ask. What do you know about Jobst and Liechtenstein? Where did they go from Ratai? What do they have planned?
And I'm telling you, for the last time, go fuck yourself.
As you wish.
Ah! Ah!
What the fuck is our option here?
You had your chance to speak. It's your own stupid fault you didn't take it. Normally, I'd have a bit more fun with you. I did promise at Nebakov to gut you after all, but I don't have the time. So I'll gut someone else and leave you to Ernest here. Get rid of him.
Right now?
Right now. But if you want a bit of enjoyment, you can make it slow.
As you wish.
No! Stop it! Don't do it!
What is it, priest? Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Godwin, no! Shut up!
Tell me then. What's on your mind, father?
From what I understood, Jobst is looking for allies so he can take on Sigismund.
That's not really news. I want to know where he is now.
In Brandenburg. He went to Brandenburg.
That's better. And what about Liechtenstein?
Radzik said Jobst sent him to Kuttenberg. That's all I know. As God is my witness.
Well, I'll be. He sent him right into Sigismund's lap. This might surprise you, but I believe you. And you've saved this bastard's life. You'll be rewarded in heaven for that. Well then, that will do for today.
Fucking Godwin.
See? All you have
I
to
mean,
do is cooperate a bit. And
I
now
know
it's
that confessing is the
Pulling
only
that
way to
blood
live,
spilt needlessly.
but
Now rest.
I honestly think
You'll need a
fuck
lot
this
of strength
dude,
for tomorrow.
and also it's
There's a
in
lot more I
character
want
that
to
Henry wouldn't fucking tell him anything,
night,
because
gentlemen.
Henry fucking hates his guts. Henry would withstand fucking anything and be like, fuck you, I hope you burn in hell, you piece of shit, die.
That's that. Find Eric for me. He's going on a little trip.
Henry, I absolutely do not think would talk, especially not to Istvan. He'd be like, fuck you, like, burn in hell, I'll die for this information, because he's like that. He's just like, Henry is like, I won't run, like, I'll die for the cause. You know, I'll protect my king or whatever.
Still seem like a bad idea to you?
But Godwin is the voice of reason for Henry's rage and youth.
The worst of it is that we betrayed the others. And now they'll get the same as us.
Don't feel so bad about it, lad. Everyone breaks under torture. It's only a matter of time.
And also in character, I feel like Henry just has no survival instinct whatsoever.
Can you hear that?
Catherine. I knew she was a fucking spy. You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Fiona from Shrek. Like, she's just a badass.
About time, Catherine. What took you so long?
You can hang around here a bit longer if you like.
So that would explain why he was why he was like, hey, hands off her, and he told her to get going when they attacked the camp.
You? So that's why you pretended not to know me this whole time?
Did you work that out all by yourself?
And that's why you killed that man by the pond?
I wouldn't let anyone put their filthy heads on my most loyal sister-in-arms, would I?
So you did recognize me after that?
You think I'd forget someone who saved my life? You behaved like an utter madman who's tired of life. But I'm grateful to you, Henry.
I'm not tired of life. I'll just never run away from a fight again.
Like I said, a madman.
Yeah, he's
Are you
crazy.
all right?
I'll live. But everything else won't be so straightforward.
What about you two?
Better than I probably look.
He didn't pay all that much attention to me. We haven't met, my dear. Godwin's the name.
Catherine. But this isn't the time for pleasantries. We have to get out of here.
Because she's on the fucking cover art too.
Get out of here. How?
I've thought of that. There's a secret passageway that leads right from the basement to the Apollonia Rocks.
A secret passage?
That's right.
Good work, Kate.
Thank Christ. So what are we waiting for?
Don't count your chickens yet. It won't be that simple. There's an iron gate at the start of the passage. We won't be able to force it, we need the key. And the Lord of the Castle has it.
And right now, that's the Hungarian.
Sacra.
Where can we find him?
In his chambers at the top of the Crone Tower, most likely. That's the smaller tower on the far side of the castle.
Getting hold of the orders he got from von Berghoff would also come in handy.
And our things.
Istvan had your things taken to his chambers. And the documents will be in either the scribe's chambers or von Berghoff's.
Stealth mission.
How many people are there in the castle?
That's one thing working in our favor. A lot of them left with von Berghoff. Here in the upper castle, there's just Istvan and a couple of men. There are more in the lower courtyard, but we don't have to worry about them. Besides, there's a storm on the way.
This is such a sick story. Like, there's so much
I'll take
like
care of
shenanigans
this,
and
man. We
political
get
intrigue going on. Like, this is a
That's a
storyline.
brilliant plan.
This is a
Someone
plot
has
line
to.
here.
And I'm in no state to do it myself.
Don't worry. I'll do it. I have a score to settle with him anyway.
That's just what I'm afraid of.
He said he wants to get some sleep. With any luck, the lad will find him in bed.
The two of us can go.
Don't take this the wrong way, Godwin. But Henry has to be stealthy, and you'd just get in his way. What's more, we need to search our tower, find von Bergov's orders, and to keep guard. If someone came, Catherine wouldn't be able to handle him on her own. And I can't help her in this state.
Have you forgotten, Shishka? I'm supposed to bring him home in one piece.
Don't worry, he can cope. Someone who can hack me in the face won't have any difficulty with that fucking Hungarian midget.
All right, then. Be careful. And don't take unnecessary risks.
Midget.
Don't fucking around. Just cut his throat while he's asleep.
It's not every day you hear a priest handing out advice on throat cutting. But I'll follow it. All right, let's split up. I'll take care of Istvan and search the scribe's chambers on the way. And you, Godwin,
Revenge is coming, baby.
Bergov's chambers.
One more fucker in the grave.
If I must.
Right. Shall we go, Godwin?
You go ahead. I'll do my priestly duties over the dead man here and head right up.
Good luck.
Wait, Henry. I'll give you my knife. I won't need it here.
Thanks.
I'll take care of Jan. Hurry.
Ooh, okay, stealth mission time. This is like one after the other. Like, this just doesn't stop. This is a cool story sequence. Alright, but with that, I was going to call it before the big battle, but I figured, you know, we can't just like end on a cliffhanger there, but I gotta go to bed, so I'm going to call the stream for tonight. Anyway, wow. I'm super invested into this story now, like all this stuff that's been going on. This game is, it's so fucking good. Like, the story is amazing, and I love all the characters and all the fucking politicking that's going on. All the backstabbing and all the familiar faces from the last game. It's like all these crossovers like happening at once and all these reveals and all these like betrayals and shit. It's super cool. And I'm happy that hopefully maybe next time we'll finally get our fucking revenge on Istvan Toth. Stab that little weasel in his fucking throat. That'll be one target down, and then the only one left really will be Aulitz, maybe von Berghoff, and Sigismund himself. But we'll see. Sigismund, I know, in real history, lives and becomes Holy Roman Emperor eventually. But we'll see if the how much creative liberty the game takes with that. Anyway, all right, we're gonna call it there for tonight, boys. Good night. Bye.